This is Sarita at Vine Me Up, and you are sipping in the Swirl Suite.
I'm Leslie Freelo with Vino 301, and you are sipping in the Swirl Suite.
This is Tanisha, Girl Meets Glass, and I'm sipping in the Swirl Suite.
I'm Glennis, and you are sipping in the Swirl Suite, and I am at Vino Noir.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Enjoy.
Welcome to the Swirl
Melissa,
Suite.
also known
Hey,
as the
Tanisha.
Liquor Lady. And
Hey, girl, hey!
I am Sarita. You can follow me at Vine Me Up on all social media. You can also follow the Swirl Suite on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and what else?
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Twitter, yes. And you can follow all of our previous episodes on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher.
Yeah, I just tweeted a few out.
Yes, and please like and subscribe and tell a friend to tell a friend. Tanisha, what's up? How are you?
Girl, I'm chilling. Enjoyed some beautiful weather this weekend. So
I did too.
was
It's
out
beautiful
and
here.
about. Yeah, and it's not too hot. It was like the perfect kind of weather.
Yeah.
Like it was a slight breeze, so it was, not blazing hot.
Sure.
And it's supposed to be like that throughout the week, so I'm excited. I don't have a full client week because it's August. It's supposed to be August, so people have already left. Shops have already closed for the summer. To be open again September 2nd. August, it shuts down here.
Wait, so explain it to me. Why does August shut down?
That's their holiday, and they call it their annual vacation. And
Wow.
people take off 2-3 weeks the month of August. Yeah.
Wow.
So tourists come and be mad because they're like, oh, I want to go to my favorite place to eat. Nope, it's not open until September 3rd. They closed. Yeah, a lot of places close. Vacation starts for a lot of people after Fête Nationale, Bastille Day on July 3rd, July 14th.
Mm-hmm.
But August, it is really like all them places that you wanted to go that you couldn't get into because it would be a long line. Go now.
Okay.
Yeah, go now.
Good to know.
Yeah,
Good to
went to
know.
this spot this morning for brunch, and usually it's a line and crowd of people like, no, get there early. They open at 12. Man, it wasn't full when we left at like 1:30.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, vacation. And then just walking down the street, you see a lot of the shops that have on there closed for vacation. July 29th to August 30th. We'll be back open September 1st. We're like, oh.
Wow. Did you hear
All
my
right,
pop?
well.
I'm pouring my wine.
I did, and I saw it, and it made me sad, so I looked away.
Wait, what are you drinking?
I'm not. I don't have anything.
What do you
I was
mean?
looking too, because I didn't have any chaser. I didn't really want to drink wine, which
Oh.
is odd. I wanted to drink
Well,
liquor.
I guess we drink wine all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for brunch today?
Uh-huh.
Listen. So I went to this place I had wanted to go for a while. I hadn't eaten there before, but I've had a couple drinks there before.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, the Bloody Mary.
Okay.
When it came out, it didn't look like a Bloody Mary because it wasn't red.
What
It was
color
like
was
it was like a pinkish color.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I could pull it up on my phone. So it was like a
Was it-
pinkish color, so it was
So
weird.
okay.
But it tasted like a Bloody
Really?
Mary. Yes.
Oh,
I got
maybe,
medium
well, you know
spicy.
what? So I have juiced the tomato before, and sometimes the juice is pink.
Okay, and see now that I got the full picture out, I'm like, this wasn't even pink. It was like orange.
Yeah, orange. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So can you see this?
Back it up. Nah, it's the light.
Right. That's why I'm like,
Oh, I see
Okay,
it now.
there we go.
Oh, that's actually very
That's it.
pretty.
oh my God, it was so good.
Oh, is that a blood orange at the top?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Girl.
Mm.
That
looks
thing was so
fantastic.
delicious. And I got it medium spicy. He was like, spicy? I was like, no. And I said, you know what? Medium spicy.
Okay.
Next time I could do a little less spicy. But it was good. Like
I've
it
been
had
to
all
a
the
few
flavors.
places where they
Oh.
have Bloody Mary bars, and
Yeah,
you
see,
make
I think that was
make
good.
your own Bloody Mary, and they have everything that you could possibly need. All the hot sauces, all the little extra stuff that you like to put in on the top, whatever.
I love those places.
I do not like tomato juice, so I don't do Bloody Marys. I really want to like it because they look so good.
And here's the thing. I didn't used to do tomato juice either.
Really?
And I used to be like, tomato juice is disgusting. How can anybody drink this?
Mhm.
And then I had a Bloody Mary from like this bomb bartender. And I was like, oh, well,
Okay.
clearly I've been missing out on all of my life.
Okay.
Because this is great. Now, if you give me just a glass of tomato juice,
Mhm.
I will throw up in it. Like, I'm not going to drink it. But a Bloody Mary, it is just something about it. Like now, I am here for it, and especially when it's like super fresh tomato juice.
Sure. Yeah.
If they have like the spices and the mix just right,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's great. I was at this when I was at Cocktail Spirits here like a month or so ago. They were doing a Bloody Mary. I was like, this might be one of the best Bloody Marys I've ever had. And I'm like, what did y'all use in that? And they gave me the recipe. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to figure out the measurements and buy some of these ingredients, but it's fine.
Wow.
Whatever.
Wait,
But yeah,
so
that was
tell everybody about the hip hop karaoke that you went to.
So went to hip hop karaoke last night, Saturday night. And the guy hit me up before because he saw that I just said I was interested in the event and like the Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
So he sent me the list. He's like, if you want to practice or
Mhm.
get ready or whatever.
That's pretty serious. Sending me the list ahead of time.
So he sent me the list, and so it's a French list and a U.S. list. So he sent me the U.S. list
Mhm.
because I'm not gonna know none of your little French songs. And the list was tight. Biggie, Nas, J Lo, Aaliyah, Ashanti. Like if you could think of
wow.
any like
Mhm.
kind of like old school.
Yeah.
It wasn't really anything new.
Okay.
If you wanted new stuff, now like, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I was like, oh, this list look right. So I saw a
Mhm.
couple songs. I was like, ooh, Salt Pepper, Push It. I got hyped. Whatever. Because I'm like, that song is like hype and it'll get people moving. Like
Sure.
everybody knows that.
Right. Right.
So we get there. In typical, the way we do stuff, we can't do nothing on time. Yeah, karaoke gonna be from 9 to midnight. Karaoke started at 10:30.
Whoa. Okay.
We were already there, sitting inside.
So this was a black event?
Girl, it was.
Okay. Okay.
So I had wine because, and usually I don't do wine at like lounge club
Right.
type places. Then I'm like, it's France, so like
Mhm.
it's gonna at least be decent.
Sure.
And it was fine. But like I ain't trust their cocktails, because it was like they were trying to get too fancy, and I don't always trust everybody cocktails.
Okay.
And if I don't trust your cocktails, I'm not paying 14. I'm not paying 14 anything if I don't know what your cocktails are.
Mm-hmm.
So wine is always gonna be a safe bet.
Okay.
And I'd also had something to drink before I came, so I pregame.
Pre-game. Oh yeah.
I pregame.
Yeah.
So they did a couple of American songs, a couple of U.S. raps, but then the French girls did like French ones. The host, he did this one song, and everybody was like, this is my jam. I was like, wait, everybody know this? What is this? And then it was catchy. And then it had like a girl part, so this girl took the other microphone, and so they did it together. And so they were like dancing and everything, and I was like, oh. Hey, I was like, wait, what is this? I don't have Shazam, so I'm like, I can't be like, what is this song? So I just remembered the hook.
Okay.
And asked one of the girls that I was with, she's French. And so I was like, what song is this? I love it. I want to listen to it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, oh, yeah. She was like, this was hot like last summer. I was like, oh, so it's old. She was like, well, people still dance to it, as you can see. I was like, fine. I'm looking it up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it is old, but whatever. It's my new favorite jam. It's called Chocolat.
Okay.
And I forget the name of the artist, but like it's a black girl who sings the hook part, and she got a little rap. Yes,
Chocolat.
So it's dope.
Okay, I
Yeah,
had
if
to
you just
look
type in
it. I'm
Chocolat
gonna
French
look it
rap.
up on Spotify.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up.
and then
on
you'd be like,
Spotify.
oh, that's hey.
Okay. Now I'm
catchy.
really curious now.
Right, to see like, oh, what is Tanisha like?
No,
Because
shut up. Okay.
Tanisha be listening to anything. So they did that, and so then some other girls who came and met us after much deliberation over the list, they picked No Scrubs, and so they did No Scrubs.
Okay.
And so that was cool. Everybody got into it. I got up and danced a little, but you know me, it was just a 2-step like in place. And then the French girl was like, "Hey, I'm French. You're American. We're cool. We can be cool. You should dance." I was like, "Oh, okay. I like your logic. I'll go with." Like that was literally what she said. Now I'm like, it might be because.
Did she say that in English?
She said it in English. Because they just figured like we picking American songs, then we American.
Okay.
And then they probably heard us talking.
Sure.
That. And then these other girls, I'm like, y'all stay in hip hop clubs and stuff. Because they did, I can't remember the first song they did, but their last song was Bad and Bougie.
Oh, okay.
And they was like, we ain't even finna mess with y'all little papers, with y'all notes. It's like, no. Because I don't even think Bad and Bougie was on the list, but the DJ could just play the song.
Oh, okay.
So they had their phones out. They was drop top. Yeah, dot. Everybody was like, dot. It's always hilarious to hear French people do like American songs or like try to keep up with rap because they can't say it that fast.
Okay.
So like they was tripping over some of the words and they was like, I was like, y'all try.
This is hilarious. I
I
bet
was
this
like,
was so entertaining to watch.
Oh my God. So entertaining. I'm like,
Especially
how
while
often do y'all do
drinking.
this? Right. I'm like, how often does this happen? I'll be back.
Yeah.
But I'll come back after the holiday because I'm like, it's probably more packed when it's not
Gotcha.
everybody on vacation. So I'm like, I'm gonna come when it's like thick. And then people were coming after the karaoke part, like just to party at that club. I'm like, one,
Oh, okay.
I can't party in this area this late. I gotta get out of here.
It was in a rough neighborhood.
Oh my goodness! First, it was a tent city across the street. So when we pulled up under an overpass, it was like about 15 tents. I was like, well, see, this is why I'm not gonna be walking here
Okay.
from the train. And so as we took the Uber back, we passed like maybe 3 more just areas of tents. I'm like, okay.
Okay,
so
when
y'all-
you say tents, you mean like homeless people?
yes,
Oh, okay.
homeless
got it.
people, refugees. It
Oh,
could be.
okay.
It could be
Mm-hmm.
any of those things.
Got it.
So
Got it.
yeah. But hey, I had my little Chablis for the night. I was good.
Well, speaking of bad and bougie, so I have a girlfriend. She lives in Philly, and she has lived in Philly for 10 years. And she just wanted to celebrate it because she loves Philly. She really fell in love with the culture there, the art, and everything. And she loves Philly. So she decided to have like a Philly anniversary sort of party, and she made a block party. I mean, got signatures and everything, and got this alley blocked.
Okay.
And her taste is, yeah, it's super bougie, and she is so into cocktails. Like the liquor and the drinks are always a priority if she's throwing something. So I was like,
I like that in her.
So I was like, yeah, Alan, we're gonna need to get a room because messing with this girl and the way she drinks. So anyway, if you check my Instagram stories, it's plenty of footage of what it looked like, but it was super cute. She had a table set up with mostly sparkling wine. You can make your own sparkling wine cocktails. She had pineapple juice and mango juice and all different types of juices in the little bottles. And then she had fruit like berries. You throw the berries, and she had sugar cubes and bitters. Okay, listen.
She was like, "Listen,
listen,
huh, I'm ready."
Yeah. So we were using the hashtag block and bougie. So it was really cute.
I like it. I saw some of your Insta story.
Yeah.
But then I think like you still had to party some more, so I couldn't get all of it just yet.
She had a DJ and everything. Food was good, drinks were good, and she thought it was gonna rain because the weather on the East Coast has just been like torrential downpours days at a time. But it didn't rain. It was beautiful. It was a gorgeous day, and it was actually breezy enough to have like long sleeves on.
Okay.
So it was just weather was perfect. Food, drinks, good, and I got to get a shout out to the Hyatt in Philly at Bellevue. It was probably one of the best customer service experiences that I've ever had.
Oh, good, because
Yeah.
I've been hearing just stories of people not having good luck with hotels
No,
and
it was,
all that stuff. So,
and
fantastic.
I think hotels, they probably need to step it up because of Airbnbs. They're probably losing a lot of business, I can assume.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, we were I think we were watching this little documentary of like the building that it's in. It was built in like 1906. Well, we did get stuck on an elevator. That's a whole nother story. But coming back from the bad and bougie block party, we went to Wawa across the street and got a sandwich because that's what you do when you're drunk. And
That's what you do.
and it was all the way live in there, crowded. We got our sandwich, and then we were on an elevator. And so the Hyatt has like I forgot the name of the they have like a restaurant and lounge area. I think it's 19, and it's in Roman numerals. So
Okay.
anyway, people were going upstairs to hang at 19, and we were going to our room. And of course, we are in an elevator with like 5 drunk white people, and
Oh,
the
no.
elevator gets stuck. Listen.
Did y'all have to like crawl out of like a little
No,
slit?
luckily it didn't.
They lifted y'all out the top.
Listen, all I know, all I know is I am married to an angry black man. So this was not going to be pretty. It was not going to be pretty. So luckily, luckily it didn't
He probably
last
just
too
put
long.
his glasses up and was like, "Listen, just look around."
But we were in there for like an extra minute. That was about it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so we had a great time in Philly. It was great. I really like Philly. I like to eat and drink throughout Philly. Lots to
Yes.
do. Lots to do in Philly.
Yeah, I haven't done like actual fine dining scene
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
when I was there, it was to visit my brother when he was in college, and
Oh, okay.
you know,
Where
he
did
had
he
money to
go?
be out that Temple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so and where he met my sister-in-law because she's from Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
And you know, when you live somewhere, you just it's a different
Yeah.
life than when you move somewhere.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So she can take us to the cheesesteak spot, but if I ask her like the hot cocktail spot, she
Right.
will help me.
Gotcha.
And I know there's actually a bar there. I think it's like Philadelphia Bank and Trust. Like it used to be an old bank, but it's a cocktail bar.
I can believe it. I can definitely.
Yeah, and I
believe
hear it's
it.
pretty dope. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, and also on Friday, I saw Girls Trip. So that was a fun movie.
I don't have the pleasure unless I
Oh,
bootleg some kind of way.
okay.
But and I'm like, I
Gotcha.
try not to bootleg black movies.
How long does it take for American movies to get to you guys?
And that's if they come, but
If
like
they come.
definitely at least a month and a half.
Oh, okay.
But it's in London, so if I want to take a train to London and go see it,
Oh, okay.
that-
It was good. It was a really cute movie. I do want to shout out Tiffany Harris, because she was definitely funnier than I thought she was going to be. I mean, just based
Okay.
on her personality, you know, you gonna laugh a little, but she was definitely funny. But Regina Hall, she was the more serious character of the movie, and you definitely saw her acting capabilities coming out. So I think those two stole the movie. But it was very
Yeah.
cute. It was very cute.
yeah, it seems like it would be a cute movie based
Yeah.
on like previews I've seen and
Right.
you know
Right.
all that. I'm trying not to read too much or anything. So I'm like, no, I want to just not
Yeah.
know anything. Just going.
Yeah.
Same with Get Out. Like Get Out ain't come
Right.
here but like 2 months after, and everybody had already talked about it, and I had to keep scrolling past people
Okay.
stuff on Facebook because I didn't
Yeah.
want to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I finally saw that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'll wait for Girls Trip
Yeah.
or you know find it on my streaming website where
And
I
also,
watch TV shows.
I need to give all the credit to everybody who is on the writing team or has anything to do with Power and Insecure right now, because they are changing my entire life. They are
I just
changing
started.
my
I just
life.
started watching Power, so I'm only on
My
the third
God.
episode because I just finished.
of season 1.
No.
Oh, okay.
The current season
Oh, okay.
4. Girl, no,
Okay.
I keep up with it.
Okay.
But remember, I told you I was like, I'm gonna need to binge it. So yeah, so I'm in the middle of episode 3 of the current
Listen,
season
Me
because
and
I just
Alan-
finished House of Cards. I needed to finish
Okay.
House of Cards and
Got
get that
it.
out of the way
Got
and
it.
do that.
Yeah.
So
Me and Alan were on the bus watching it on demand. No, it's serious. And this episode, and the thing is, so much happened in this episode that we have to watch it again on TV because yeah, I don't know what to say. And Insecure is bomb. Is bomb. I've watched it twice just to catch all the jokes and all the
Yeah.
music because the soundtrack is the shit. So yeah.
there you go.
So shout
So
out
if
to
y'all
Black-
not watching it, get your life.
Listen, shout out to Black Excellence. I love it.
Right? That's gonna be
Love
somebody
it.
talking about us one day. They're gonna
You
be like, "Oh my
know,
God,
I'll-
did y'all listen
yes.
to the Swirl Suite? Them girls are nuts.
Right. Exactly.
Them 2 girls are so funny."
So our show is going to be a little different today. Tanisha and I just have a series of articles that we found that are pretty interesting, and we're just going to express our opinions about it. So,
Right.
yeah.
And if you don't like it, well, just keep listening. You'll
And-
like it in a minute.
Right, and if you want to form your own opinion, I'm going to put all the article links in the description box of the shows. So,
And then we're gonna tweet them out because we want you to comment, and then
absolutely. Absolutely.
we talk back. So there's that. Well, you got to add us, otherwise I'm not gonna say it.
Girl. Okay.
That's-
So I was reading Wine Business .com this week. So
Look at you, what a nerd.
well, I try to keep up. So it's Total Wine is partnering with a on-demand alcohol delivery service called Minibar Delivery. So Total Wine, and this is in Alexandria. They're going to start this. I think they're going to do a pilot program and start delivering alcohol through this Minibar Delivery app. So, and this is what does it says? This is Total Wines and More's first offering of delivery service in Virginia. So, I mean, if this works out, they could start delivering alcohol, you know, consistently in all the states that they're in. You know, Total Wine is all over the place.
Yeah, yeah. I'm here for it. They have a few alcohol delivery services here.
Have you ever used them?
I have not. And I'm always, well, I've been with people who have.
Okay.
Like, we were out at the park once, because, you know, there's a big, we always just like to just sit outside and just drink and eat and, like, you know, hang out with friends or whatever. And so we had run out of wine. So the girl pulled it up and was like, oh, wait, well, I'll fix that. And she was like, oh, it'll be here in 15 minutes. And then sure enough, somebody pulled up, and then she walked out, got the wine, and came back and joined the party.
Now that's what's up. Now that's what I like. I would really
she
use
was the
it
real
for
MVP.
That. Right.
Yes.
I would definitely use it for that reason. But like I belong to a wine club here in DC. Shout out to Gran Carta. It's a Latin wine shop, and they offer to deliver the wine to me. But I like to go in wine shops and taste the wine and talk to people. So maybe that's the wine nerd part of me. But
yeah, I don't know if it, like, for some people it might replace going into shops, but I think for a lot of others it will be the convenience of, oh, okay, I shop at the shop all the time, so I know what I want, or the party's still going but we don't have any liquor left, so let me order some, or you know, something like that. Now, knowing how that area is, that's gonna be a hard sell in Maryland, because it took them forever just to allow people to ship it.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Montgomery County's gonna get them some problems with that, so we'll see how that plays out as far as, you know, different areas and letting that actually be a thing. And also here, when you order just regular delivery, like, you can buy wine at the restaurants too, and then they'll deliver all that.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah,
that's great.
And it's not like, the cool thing here is it's not like ridiculous prices. So it's not like, oh, I'm buying wine from the restaurant, so now it's €40, whereas I know if I bought it in the store it would be $9. No, you can still get a $9, $10. You can still get an under €15 bottle of wine, you know, at the same place you ordered your sushi from. They've just now added in different alcohol delivery services, and there's also a cocktail delivery service where they have batch cocktails. It's called Nighthawks, and they have batch cocktails, and it's a they do a new one every week, like they have a feature, but then they have other cocktails that you can order, you know, deliver it.
Have you tasted it yet?
I have tasted some of them, because they've had some events just to, you know, get the word out, and I'm like, oh, y'all got a good thing going.
That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, because I'm like, that's perfect for a party gathering, you know, anything. Like, oh, let me just order the cocktail instead of trying to order, okay, I need to get some vodka and some tequila and so. No, I'm just about to order these cocktails, and y'all can drink it. I'm gonna order this punch.
Listen, because if the food runs out, you can always order a pizza and some wings and Chinese food and all that stuff. That can come. But when your liquor runs out, that's an issue.
Your party's over. No, it's no issue. Good night, everybody. Listen, bonsoir. Bon nuit, like, good night. We going home. This was fun. Au revoir. This is it. So, yeah, I like the delivery service alcohol. I just, and as far as like legal ramifications or legal issues, that's going to be something that comes up. Like asking for ID or not knowing who all is in the home. Things like that. But I think if they just do a just regular, like, check ID or have maybe some kind of scan system, like, I don't know how they'll do it as far as checking for legal age or whatever. But it couldn't be any different than, you know, the postman that has to check when they drop it off, when they deliver it. So I figure if you can have it delivered to you by mail, then
Yeah.
you can have it delivered to you by, somebody in their car just pulling up.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's gonna be a hard sell in Maryland. So good luck, Maryland.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to your friend's house in Virginia.
So the second article I came across, you actually sent me this one. Did you read it? Did you read this one about the Psalms?
I did.
Yeah. So, I'll read this little insert. So, okay. It says, but the old model of having a full-time person dedicated to wine doesn't necessarily suit all restaurants. The economics are more mixed. It works great for some places, but not well for others. And the role of itself becomes more complex. For several years now, the profession has been debated, the rise of the psalm manager. So that's psalm and manager together, hyphenated, and other hybrid roles. Americans dining are more casual in ways that don't require this formal service. So, and also, everyone's drinking cocktails, beer, sake with our meals. And to what extent do restaurants need sommeliers? And what should their jobs entail? So you know a lot of psalms. Like, how do you feel about this?
So, real talk, let me ask you this, and then I'll answer, and then we can get back into this.
Okay.
Have you ever used a psalm at a restaurant?
I've never requested one, but one has been sent to my table, and I took full advantage of them because I didn't know the menu. I didn't know the wine menu was so big that he knew where everything was. He was asking what our tastes were and what we were eating and that sort of thing. So, do I need one? And not necessarily, but if he's there, I'll use him or her. But no, not a need for me.
Yeah, and so not necessarily a need for me either, and I've never requested one. And I can count on one hand the amount of times one has actually like come over to my table, and I eat, all over.
Right.
Some TGI Fridays, and then some, super high end, the Inn at Little Washington. Like I've eaten at those places as well. In the article, they mention, like they say that there's no single answer, but one person made a comment that it is hard to rationalize based on economics and money a person who only works on wine.
Yes.
And that is what actually stuck out to me and made a lot of sense with the way restaurants are now, and with people being a little more, educated about their wine choices, or them having Instagram and wine bloggers and that kind of thing. Like, how useful is the sommelier to them, and are they even asking for it?
Right.
Some people, the psalm comes up to the table and they're just like, oh, wow, cool, I saw you on TV.
Right.
Or, whatever. So I don't, it's hard to say their use when, especially at a lower end or mid-range restaurant.
Sure.
Maybe at the higher end restaurants, you definitely need them, to come off a table service. But then, are they equipped to be like a full-on beverage director?
Right. So
and I don't think
there's
go ahead.
There so in these so daily.750.com is where Tanisha found this article, and I like the way they write these articles, because at the very end of every article they have something called viewpoints. So they have a few people that are in the industry, and they simply give like a 1 or 2 line sentence on what they think about the article. So this one guy says, I like this answer that this one guy says. So he is an operating partner, food and beverage director. He says a wine training model should benefit the entire service team. So you're giving everybody the skills of a sommelier. They should know how to chill a bottle, how to open sparkling wine, how to pour it correctly, what to do. So you're giving them skills, but you're showing everybody. It's not just one person.
Yeah, that makes sense in theory. The only reason why I feel like that's something that's kind of shaky to do is because there's such a high turnover with wait staff. If you
Sure.
are the beverage director or you're the sommelier,
Mm-hmm.
like you're in it. Like that's a career for you. You're in
Right.
that for a minute.
Right.
If you are just a waiter, this is on your way to something else.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not about to be a career
Mm-hmm.
waiter. Like that's not your thing.
Right. No, it's true. It's true. But how many
So
people in the wait staff become something else? Become managers, become sommeliers, and do
that's
other
true.
things
They
in the
do,
restaurant
right.
industry.
They do move up.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, now you have to continually train
Yeah.
this wait
Yeah,
staff
right.
if you're trying to have everybody on the wait staff.
Yeah.
You know, so. Now, a way around that might be like managers of the wait staff. Like
Sure.
it might be
Yeah.
like, I don't know the roles in the front of the house, but it
Mhm.
might be like a head waiter or something
Yeah.
like that. And so
Yeah.
a head waiter for each shift, and then
Mhm.
they know
Sure.
these things,
Sure.
so they can always be called over to the table.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird for me to say this because I know Psalms and like
Right.
I want them to continue working.
Mhm.
Like I don't think it's something that should just completely go away
Mm-hmm.
because it is I think it's necessary
Right.
to have someone who has this breadth of knowledge.
Right.
But with the extensive training that they go through and
Mhm.
testing and
Yeah.
all of that, I'm wondering, is all of that required now
Mm.
based on what they really
Yeah. Well,
do?
so I have a question for you. Out of all the sommeliers that you know personally, what percentage of them work in actual restaurants?
A lot of the ones I know
They do?
work in
Okay.
restaurants, yeah. Like regular restaurants or restaurants in a hotel,
Mm.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have an advanced certification. So
Okay.
like a pretty high level of certification.
Okay.
I mean, I know a couple Psalms is just like, I'm just doing whatever.
Right,
I write
right.
all. But yeah, it's a few that work in restaurants and that are serious about it.
Yeah, and the article also mentioned how glamorized the job of a sommelier is now because of TV and
Yeah.
everything, and magazine covers and all that kind of stuff. So that's interesting too, because
Glamorize me.
yeah, because automatically when you tell somebody that you write or do anything in wine, they ask if you're a sommelier.
Because that's all they know.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the only thing they know to do. Like that's the only career you could ever have in wine is
Right.
being
yeah.
But I think it's the thing. I think that's something that's going on with the beverage industry as a whole. Because like bartenders are like super hot things now.
Oh,
Whereas before
absolutely.
you looked at a bartender like, all right, you doing this just to pay your
Mhm.
bills in college, right?
Right.
Like it wasn't a career.
Right.
But now bartenders, like there's bartender training and
Mhm.
certifications, and they're teaching, and then they're brand ambassadors, and
Right. Exactly.
they're doing all these amazing things, and there's TV shows about them, and
Mhm.
all this
Yeah.
stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So bartenders are getting that. Yeah, the beverage industry as a whole is just
Yeah.
kind of blowing up now, and people are like, "Wow, it makes the dining experience more
Yes.
interesting overall. Like the
Sure.
focus isn't just on the food.
Right. Right.
You have this amazing drink with these, this mile high garnish piled
Mhm.
on top of it, or
Right.
you have fantastic wine that someone
Right.
just brought over with a white glove
Right.
and
Right.
a napkin draped over it.
Right.
So, yeah, it's just like the whole thing. I'm
Mhm.
here for it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. So the next article. So I don't know how I found out about this, but guess what? Bubbly beverage is coming back to the shelves. Zima. Zima is making a comeback.
Hey, hey, hey.
Wait.
Zima is...
So you're a fan, clearly.
Girl, I was a fan. Like, I can't drink it now because I know better things exist in the world. But listen, when, like, I was poor, well, last week, no, I'm just kidding. When I was poor and younger, like, Zima was like a nice, refreshing, light beverage that I felt like was it.
Yeah.
It's like it tastes great and it's alcohol.
Right. I don't exactly remember what Zima tastes like. Did it taste anything like a Smirnoff Ice?
No. Because Smirnoff Ice has a little bit of effervescence to it, but Zima had more of like a beerish kind of.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the article that I read, and this is from the Black Label, the backlabel.com, they were talking about how Zima was really big in the 90s, and it was the answer to a wine cooler. And
Mm-hmm.
it was by Coors, and it was to target the female market.
Yep.
So,
It worked.
yeah. So they're bringing it back because I think they're bringing it back, one, because of all of these spiked sparkling waters and hard seltzers are on the market now.
Yeah. So yeah.
If you don't know what these are, so one name that I have tried is called White Claw, and it's sort of like a lightly flavored sparkling water with alcohol. So I think it was like 110 calories and maybe four carbs per can.
For winning.
Right. And like if I'm like so I'm not a beer drinker. I'm not a beer drinker, and sometimes it's hard for me to find a dry cider that I like. So to me this is a nice in between, and I like these especially in the summertime, and also they are fantastic for cocktails. To
Okay.
top off your cocktail. But I think they come in like three flavors. There's always a lime. There's always a lime, and that it might be like cranberry, and I forgot the other flavor. But there's another one called Truly Sparkling, and these are 100 calories and 2 carbs per serving, but that's probably 4 grams
Okay.
a can, and 6 pack for a 12-ounce can for $9, 8.99. And you can find them at Total
Okay.
Wine.
Okay.
I'm really shouting them out. They should be a sponsor for this show. My goodness.
Right. Holla at
But
them. We about to send them a message and a link.
but nah, it's good and it's
Thanks.
low calorie, especially if we drink a lot. Sometimes
Who
sometimes you
is we?
gotta you gotta do something different. And I really like these. But and yeah, their alcohol is between 4 and 5, so it's low. It's
Okay.
low. So gives a little fizz with a little alcohol. Grape and
But yeah,
stuff.
Zima, girl, those things were, and then they came in flavors.
Now we'll see. Now that they're back, I want to try it.
Pick one up. Pick
Yeah,
one up.
because I don't think I was old enough at the time it was out.
I'm pretty
So,
sure I wasn't.
oh
But
yeah, touche.
pretty sure.
You are probably right.
I'm pretty
You
sure I
are
wasn't. Right, because I'm only 25 now. So there's that. Like that.
So do you have these in
Oh
France?
yeah, it was introduced in 1993. No, I wasn't old enough. I was a teenager.
Do y'all have stuff like this in Paris?
Zima, no, but like these like malt beverages,
Mhm.
yes.
Okay.
I can't think of the name of it. Um, yeah, I can't think of the name of one of those malt beverages now. But people here actually just drink straight up beer, or they
Oh,
drink
okay.
wine.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
you don't see people drinking this often, but like I
Right.
have seen them before.
Mhm.
But no,
Yeah.
people not drink. Yeah.
Okay.
But no, Zima's cool, and you know Zima translates to winter.
I
That's
did
what
not
Zima-
know that. I didn't know that. Huh. Well, all
Yes.
right.
There you go.
The more you know.
And it never stopped being sold in Japan. So
Mm.
they've been selling
You're
Zima in
absolutely
Japan
right. Yep. Mhm.
since the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, Zima was.
Okay. So, a question for you: have you ever had kombucha?
Yes.
Okay. Do you?
I used to get it a
feel about
lot at because they sold this one kombucha that I liked at Whole Foods.
it? Mm-hmm.
And the reason I tasted it because it looked weird, it was cloudy and all that. I was like, this doesn't look like anything I want. They were doing samples, which is how I came to
Right.
know a lot of products. So they were
Right.
doing a sample. I was like, oh wow, well, this is interesting, and it has
Mhm.
like some health benefits, whatever.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so then I would buy it.
So, if you
Uh,
don't know what kombucha is, it's simply said it's fermented tea. It's fermented probiotic tea. And it's all the rage now. So you're going to see it all over the place. And they have different flavors and berries and ginger and all sorts of stuff. So now people are starting to add kombucha to their cocktails. And there's this one article I was reading.
It's always something.
Right? It is always something. So This one article said we encourage our readers. Whoa, what was that? Why is this?
Glenn. It's me.
Oh, hey.
Oh, I'm like, wait, right. I heard something. I was like, oh my God. I thought I had like some
Right.
window popped up on my screen.
Hello.
And
How
it's saying
are
that,
you?
hi.
I am fine. What's going on?
Great. Nothing.
Lights are. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm not that far. I just need to turn this one off because it makes it. Let's see. Yep, that's better.
Dennis is in the building, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome.
So we were just talking about kombucha and how
Oh.
we're starting to see kombucha on the shelves and everywhere, and people are starting to add it to their cocktails. I've had
Oh.
one cocktail with kombucha in it.
How was it? Did you
It was
like
good. It was good. I mean, it was ginger focused, so it made sense. It worked.
Is this something that you would use like as a float? Because it comes like kind of fizzy, right? So you
It
couldn't
does.
necessarily shake it. So you would have to float it at the top
Yeah.
or stir it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
But that carbonation doesn't last long
Yeah.
in kombucha.
Okay.
It's just because of the I don't want to say bugs, but it's not bugs. It's just
Bacteria.
natural-
Because isn't it like
Yeah.
isn't like kind of bacteria or like a
Yeah. Yeah.
culture? Yeah.
I was
Yep.
like bugs, and yeah, bugs doesn't sound good. So because of the
No, it
fact,
doesn't. But speaking of bugs, Sarita read an article.
Oh,
Just kidding.
girl. You read an article.
You read it too?
what was the article?
What did it say?
It was about wine and bug pairings.
Wine and bug pairings.
Oh, and this is like a real thing. Like it's
Absolutely
happening.
not.
It was like a full class.
Nope.
And they did a couple pairings.
Okay, so if the
What?
Squirrel Suite decides to do a show on that, I will not participate.
Listen, this is the show. This is it. This is what we're doing right now. It's
I'm not. It won't be live tasting and eating. I tell you that much.
Oh my gosh.
No. And so now it's like a thing. Like if you went and Googled wine and bug pairings, you'll see like this is happening.
Wow.
Like there's a cookbook called the Eat a Bug Cookbook.
Oh my god.
And so yeah, so they took first of all, I'm not eating bugs, number one.
Me neither. Nope.
Number two, why I gotta pair it with wine? Like I don't
Right.
need anything to wash this down because I didn't eat it. So
Well, I
there's
want to
that.
know. I want to know what goes with what. Does
Right.
anybody?
they do. Hold on. I'm trying to scroll down. So they're trying to like market this thing and market bugs.
This is just
My
crazy.
question is like, where am I getting these bugs from? Like, am I just outside with a net? Like, how does this part of it work?
Mm.
And so the way they started, they were like, I start with easier bugs, a protein bar or some chocolate, and then make my way down to the scorpion or the June beetle.
Absolutely not.
So June beetle's kind of big. So
This is not Survivor.
Right. Don't.
Mm-mm.
Wait, I gotta draw the line somewhere. This.
like I would literally have to do this for survival. Like, was I just mauled by a bear and my friends just left me out in the wild?
And where
and-
you left out in the wild, you brought your wine with you?
Am I gonna win $1 million if I make it to the shore?
Right,
Like,
right.
is that what we're doing here? So, okay, a couple of the pairings: the Queen Weaver ant and Chenin Blanc, because the Queen Weaver ant has a sour lemony taste that goes well with an aromatic white with fruit and floral notes.
Nope.
No.
Scorpions and giant water bugs pair very well with Sauvignon Blanc.
Have y'all seen a damn water bug before?
It looks like a big ass
I know what
roach.
a scorpion look like. I'm good.
Looks like a big ass roach. Who is going to eat? Oh my gosh, that's nasty.
I thought she said I thought she said I saw it on the brooch. I'm like, oh my God, what?
No.
Because that's
Big
about how big
ass
they are. Yeah, no. So grasshoppers are meteor bugs in the edible insect world. And so it goes well with a wine that goes with red meat. So Cabernet Sauvignon and grasshoppers.
Nope.
Again, I ask you, where are you getting these bugs? Like, are we legit just outside? Like, and then it. Okay,
Yeah.
I have questions. And I don't even know how to cook them. Like, do you do a saute like lightly with some olive oil and salt and pepper? Like that Like, do you use paprika? Like, I don't know what seasonings
Maybe
go
you
with.
can order them from Amazon. You can get everything.
Right. And maybe it already be cooked. I just
Especially
gotta heat it up.
since Whole Food has purchased them. So, I mean, Amazon has purchased Whole Foods. So maybe they have them in their like specialty section now.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And you can get them, especially if you have Prime, you can give them in 48 hours.
Because I need my worms
That's
fresh.
why.
Okay? I need my worms fresh. So the last one, barbecue mealworms,
Oh.
go with a big red Malbec because it won't be overshadowed by the sweet flavors of the mealworm.
Mm.
So yeah.
Just
Here's
say no.
my thing. How did you know that these worked? Like, what is your
somebody had
life
to try
about?
them.
Right. That's what I'm like. Why are you like? You know what? I really think this should. I'm eating bugs. I think this would go good with some wine. Let's try some out. Like, did you have all the bugs out and then the wines out and you tried them together, or did you just think about what might go well?
You're thinking a little too deep into this.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I actually was like intrigued when I read it. Not intrigued to the point that I'm about to take any of these. Like,
Wait, so I have a question. Have you ever been to a restaurant and you've ordered something and you didn't realize what it was and it came to your table and you're like, oh, I'm not going to eat that. I can't eat that. Has that ever happened?
yeah. Oh my goodness, when I first moved here, it happened all the time. I was like, oh wait, this
Because I'm a finicky eater to start with, so I am asking all the questions first.
Yeah. But here it's like I didn't know what I didn't know, so I couldn't ask.
So what was it?
What is this? No, they like order it. Like it says it right there. Or I'm like, what is it? Then they say it to me in French, and I didn't know French at the time, so it's like, I'll try it. It seems to be the popular dish. It was andouillette. I'm gonna just let you Google that. Google image it, and then you can get back to me.
How do you even spell that? Andouillette.
So think of andouillette.
That sounds like a sausage.
So, and that was my thinking because I'm like, oh, andouille sausage is super bomb. So, yeah, andouillette. I think it's ANDOIULLETTE.
Yet. Because andouille. Okay. Okay. Oh.
Is andouille spicy? Meaning spice?
It can be.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That looks gross.
What the hell is it?
It doesn't look gross until it's cut because
you cut it, and that you need to cut it.
It
so
looks
that's
like a regular. Okay, so it's a coarse grain sausage made with pork intestines, chitlins, chitlins, pepper wine, onions, and
chitlins.
I see it. Oh, good God!
And it's funny when it came to the table, I was like, "This smell is really familiar."
I knew it was sausage, but I didn't know what the hell was.
Yeah, but you thinking like, oh, sausage? Can you really go wrong with sausage? You absolutely can. They had a little mustard on the side. Like, oh my God, it's so good when you dip it in the mustard. I was like, but is it?
Absolutely not. I don't eat chitlins in America, and I know damn well I ain't gonna eat them abroad. Absolutely not.
I took 2 bites because I'm like, man, I can't send it back because if I do, like, I still gotta pay for it.
Okay, and so did y'all ever eat shit like? Did you eat chitlins like growing up?
I have eaten chitlins before. I won't say I was a regular eater of them.
My mother tried to psych me out because even as a child, if the smell didn't agree with me, I wouldn't put it in my mouth. So my mother tried to psych me out, and she fried them. And I was like, oh, okay, let me try it. And I got past that crust. Chitlins all over that house. I was like,
You're like, well, this is done.
Because I ate them, I enjoyed them growing up until I realized what they were, and then I couldn't get past it. And then knowing what they were, and then visualizing my mom and my aunts over the sink cleaning all that. I was like, okay.
Yeah, anything that takes that much work to prepare.
Yeah.
Hey, did you scroll down after you Google andouillette? It said French pig colon sausage.
See, I ain't had Google at the time. I was just, and I was out with some French people. I'm like, no, that's what y'all order. All right, sounds great.
Oh, so everybody at the table ordered it.
It says, wait, oh my
And then
God.
the guy was like, "Oh, great choice." You know,
This is somebody must have did a blog on it, because the first couple of sentences says French andouillette, on the other hand, is an acquired taste, while hot andouillette smells of feces. Food safety requires that all ...
Oh, wow. Okay, well, don't click on that. Oh, and the other thing that I ate, not here, I actually ate sweetbread.
Oh, sweetbread. Oh, no. I watch too much Travel Channel, too much Bourdain, too much Zimmern. I know what that is.
Did not know till it came out. I was like, wait, but where's the bread?
Okay.
I was like, excuse me, I ordered sweetbread. So this is actually a terrible.
Get the proper definition for.
It's actually a terrible name. Oh, it is a color. I looked it up. Sweetbread is a culinary name for the thymus, also called throat, gullet, or neck, or the pancreas, especially of calf and lamb.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're an organ meat from the thymus gland and the pancreas.
Yeah. See, that's why I don't eat strange meat abroad. Nope.
But the thing is, it's called sweetbread. So you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, sweetbread. I'll order that. That sounds like, it comes as like a little appetizer. Like, oh, this would be perfect. Before the meal, get a little sweetbread, eat it up, put some butter on it. I don't know. Then it came. It was like, but this isn't. It's like, sir, I ordered sweetbread. He's like, yeah, that's it. It's like,
oh my goodness.
No, not a good.
No.
And so not trying to embarrass yourself in front of other people, because you don't want to be the dummy that didn't know what you ordered. So it's like, oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
I'm on an episode of what's that show that Joe Rogan used to do, the challenge where they used to eat all that crazy stuff.
Oh, you talking about Fear Factor? You know they brought that back.
Yeah, Fear Factor. Like, I'm not on episode of Fear Factor, but I would feel like it. I'd be like, well, I'm still gonna eat this because it's out and I paid for it. So.
So I have a random question that I saw online that I had to bring to y'all's attention. Of course, Tawani posted this on her Facebook page. So she said, in honor of Girls Trip, have you guys ever been have you guys ever been on a trip, a girls trip, and you're asking everybody not to record certain situations or take pictures at a certain moment? Excuse me. And a friend does it and posts it anyway. Like, what do you do?
That's not a friend. A friend doesn't do that.
It? Or is there a rule? Do you have rules about who records what or what can be posted? Do you need to give permission before things are posted? Anything like that? Any rules?
Absolutely.
What's
those rules are given like beforehand, depending on where we are and what we're doing. It's like, come on. And anybody who goes against the rule or just doesn't have good sense, like, you're not really my friend.
Right.
Like, why would you even do this? Like, say you out in Vegas. I mean, we all know everything. I've been in Vegas. You dancing on a pole or you dancing with a strip or something. Somebody post that. Like, we're old enough to know this is not what you post. All you need to post is me sitting in the lounge chair, or maybe me with a cocktail standing next to the Eiffel Tower at the hotel, or sitting at the Venetian in front of the water fountain. Like, that's all you need to post. Me and Celine Dion, because she just finished her set. Like, that's really all you need to post. But like partying, dancing on top of stuff like that, don't even take these pictures. Like, remember it in your mind. What did you used to do back in the day?
Right. Exactly.
Because it's a little more difficult now. It's a little more difficult now because you have live like footage. So you got Instagram stories, you got Facebook Live, you got all these things. You got Snapchat where there's actual video footage. Before, like a few years ago, it was just a picture. All right, you post it on Facebook and you tag everybody, and they have the option to accept or decline it. That sort of thing. So, but now it's a little more tricky because there's so many apps and there's so much footage floating around. So,
and also, real talk. It's unfortunate, but what you're saying is absolutely correct. But not even just like the people in your group, but Other people are just out taking pictures, doing video of everything. Like anytime you do anything, it is like a bright light in your face because somebody's filming it. So I govern myself like, okay, my girls might have my back and not take pictures or video of this, but like I don't know what all these other clowns in here doing. So unless I feel comfortable with it being on the cover of, you know, the lead video on CNN.com, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a prime example, like I was telling you earlier about hip hop karaoke. When I got up and, you know, my friends were singing the song and doing their thing, you know, we all got up, we danced. It's all these cameras in our face. I'm like, y'all don't even know us.
Right.
Right.
But y'all all have a camera out. Y'all all recording. I mean, and not even just, you know, non-invasive recording, like just sitting in their seat recording it. They got up, walking around us in a circle.
Yeah.
Where's this going? Where's this footage going to be? Oh, is it going to be on your website? Okay, well, clearly I'm fine with that because, I mean, I got up and did this. But in other situations, no. I just govern myself like everything's going to be on video or picture all the time. If I don't want to see it on the picture or in the video, I can't do it.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's bad because
we've had.
I be going to let loose.
We had a situation with one girl taking pictures of folks at it was during CIAA. And
no photos allowed.
This chick was taking all these pictures, just taking pictures, just, you know, lifting up the camera, just taking pictures like this, and was posting them. And somebody, I don't know, I might have not even been on Facebook like that. Somebody saw it. It was like, yo, you see your girl took this picture and he was sitting with such and such, and you don't know how this goes, and he already having issues with such and such. And they just happened. The one girl was drunk and fell back on this dude, and it was real innocent. But when the picture got snapped, if you were the angry significant other already,
you messing up homes. You ruining people's home life.
So we had to get a whole bunch
because you got to post them first.
Every picture you took, and they all got to come off. You know, and in the future, how about you ask? So that, so.
Oh, I'll report a picture in a second. I've actually done that before. Report a picture like, this is inappropriate and unauthorized, and y'all need to take this down.
Yep. Wow. That's pretty much a good idea. That's why, you know, I'm always scanning the room anyway.
Yeah, sure.
And I see people, you know, and I'll turn my back on them or hold up a menu purposely because I know I didn't tell you to do this, and I'd be just like this. So, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Right?
Had no problem. No problem. First of all, how about you
pay?
Some
of the stuff people, pay. But some of the stuff people be recording and doing lives for, I'm like, does anybody care? Like, what are you doing? Yeah. Like this, and like, this isn't even like your situation. It's not like it's you and your friends. Like, you recording something somebody else is doing.
Right.
Yeah.
The worst is when people record TV. I'm like, so none of us have a TV, so we gotta watch your TV.
Right.
On Snapchat.
Right.
So
what? Well, I have a story. So a few years ago, my grandmother's 85, and she's still pretty active. So, and she's in a line dance group. So she was line dancing, and she gets down, So someone recorded her. She was at an event. It might have been a birthday party at her church or something, like church basement or something. So they line dancing. I don't know if it was Cupid Shuffle or something or other. So she doing her thing, and it went viral. And now everybody at church, all of her friends is like, Lucille, I done seen you. I saw you in Facebook. Lord. She was like, well, so we had to explain to her what Facebook was, how the video went viral, and she was like, well, I didn't give my permission for any of this to happen. I said, you're right. So what do you want to do about it? Because she wasn't upset. She was just annoyed.
Right.
Because she hadn't even seen the video yet.
Right.
She didn't even completely innocent. She's a little old lady dancing, but the fact is, she didn't see it. She didn't approve it. So now she's making calls. So
I know that's right.
So she's making calls. I said, so listen, we understand why you're upset, But let me tell you the positive ramifications of this video going viral. And Obama was still in office at the time. I said, if Michelle Obama talking about something, talking about something. I saw this little old lady on TV, and I want her to be in my Let's Move campaign. Boom. What you about to do? Guess what? We all going to see Michelle.
we all going to the White House.
We all going to the White House. I said, so I understand why you're upset. And now, if you see somebody, taking a video, you kindly ask them not to do it, or you go see a manager, or you make it known at that moment, because that's how things go viral.
Yeah, but I also feel like now, just the way things are in the world, like there is no more reasonable expectation of privacy.
Yeah, you're right.
So as much as you think they're like, oh, but if you're literally in public, then everything you do is public.
Yes. Yeah.
And that shouldn't be how it is, but that actually is how it is. So,
yeah.
My girls know better.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly.
Like, you better not even post nothing to me unflattering, let alone in a compromised position.
Girl.
Photograph me with 2 chins. What? You out of the friend group. Something as simple as that. Wait, was one of my eyes closed? Did it look like my eyes weren't open?
Right.
Yeah. And I know one thing. Well, go ahead, Glenn.
My thing is, like I said, I'm new to relatively new to Facebook than most people. I never knew, why do people take so many pictures of their damn self?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
that's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
I actually think that should be a show topic. Selfies.
Yeah.
Love of self.
Like, stop it. Why do you need all these pictures of yourself?
Yeah.
Woo. And why do you need to share them with us?
Yeah.
Like, you got a strong 6-7 pictures of yourself in the same outfit, the same position. You just tilted your head a little more to the right. You got 7 pictures.
Every time you change clothes, you got to take a picture of yourself? Really?
Like, all your pictures just this.
And I don't understand it.
Yeah. I was actually anti-selfie for years. And so...
I'm still uncomfortable with it.
I was anti-selfie for years until I watched the episode of the show, and this girl was like, so listen, for those of you who don't have your face on your blog, it was about blogging though. For those of you who don't have your face on your blog, people like to see your face. People like to get to know you and da-da-da. So I was like, okay, well, that's another angle. So I'll do it every now and then, but the selfies do make me sick. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
and it starts so young, y'all. It starts so young, man.
Right. I see little kids.
If you take a picture of yourself, that's fine, but like, you don't have to share it with me.
Yeah.
Like, if it's just of you, like, I know if I'm doing a selfie, like, I actually want you to see whatever it is I'm doing, eating or drinking. Like, it's not about me. Because I started taking selfies because when I traveled, I'm like, well, ain't nobody here to take this picture, so it's about to be me in the Coliseum.
Right.
But you know what? That's not bad. I'm talking about every day.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, now it's my outfit cute.
Right. Yeah, pretty much.
Every day in front of your bathroom mirror. Are you sitting in your car?
Right. With your seatbelt on.
Right. Like, oh, Lord. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff
with no reason behind it. It might, and then the little text at the bottom be like, "Oh, it's a good day to have a good day." What? You could have just typed that up.
Like, stop it.
What you gotta look at you? I mean, unless you just left the hair salon, or like, do you have an extra special beat on your face? Then
This is true.
Exactly.
Which leads me into another pet peeve I have about like Instagram or Facebook. More so Instagram. When people go somewhere, whether it be to an event or they're traveling, and so now you're going to take all your pictures and post all of your photo album on Instagram.
Let me tell you something.
That's not what it's for. Like, now my timeline is 20 of your pictures in a row. No, this is not what it's for. This isn't how it's used.
I don't like when people post whole albums of their baby being born, the first year, the second year, third year, then another album of them getting married, the entire album. I don't really give a fuck that much.
If you don't just put a few key photos on there,
1 or 2. Boom. That's it. We know
With
what happened.
With Facebook, okay, you could do like 5. That's fine. But Instagram, when you do it, listen, you ain't been on Instagram for 3 weeks, but now you done just landed in Rome. So we are seeing all your pasta, the Colosseum, the fountain, all the churches today.
The point is, there is overkill. It is.
Yep.
It is.
I don't understand how people had that much time on their hand. That's what I need to figure out.
They don't. Or it's other stuff they just not doing.
Like, darling, please.
Yeah. But no, Instagram is really good to use when you in the bathroom, when you know. Like, that's when you knock all your Instagram posts out. Or maybe when I'm taking the bus or the train, like that's when I go like and comment on posts.
Mm-hmm. Did you know I have this? I started using this new app, and it gives me the analytics of my Instagram. Since I don't have an Instagram business account,
you can set up a business account.
I don't know. I just didn't feel like setting one more.
You're like, sounds like work.
But
it sounds like extra.
But it's funny. My most likes and shares and comments and stuff is at like 5 a.m. So it's like people wake up and they get on Instagram, and that's when I get most of my likes. That time in the morning.
I've done a time thing. I'll ask you about that app later, but I've done a time thing just like from me doing it and noticing. 'Cause I really have to pay attention to the time and do the time difference and calculate all that. Because I'll be out doing something like, oh, let me post this picture. Oh, wait, it's 4 in the morning. Never mind. I'm not going to post it. Nobody's going to see it now.
The thing is, 4 a.m. your time or our time?
4 a.m. your time.
Because
no one's going to see it. They'll see it when they get up at like 5 or 6.
Right.
But that isn't a good time for me. A good time for me is actually in the evening. So if I post in the evening like 8 or 9, and then you all are at lunch, because people scroll through Instagram a lot at lunch.
Sure.
I find out that that's a good time for me.
Also, another key time for me is it's like that late morning. So between 10 and 11 a.m. where you're at work, but you don't really feel like being at work or doing shit, and you just rolling through. Yeah, you just rolling through social media. So that's interesting.
Or you in a meeting that you're not really paying attention to, and you're like,
exactly.
Like the morning meeting. Let me see. Oh my God, that's what I did last night.
Yeah, and you like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had to leave the phone at the desk because it didn't. Because I'd be laughing at some of the stuff.
Yeah.
I laugh at some of the stuff.
And also, there's sound with these Facebook posts now. So if it's a video, sometimes the sound isn't always off. So I can't even scroll in a meeting or anything anymore because it may make sounds as soon as I scroll down. So I'm like, oh my God. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Always something. Always something.
So what? So we don't have the guests?
Nope. No guests today.
Okay.
Nope. Some people just don't show, so it happens.
Yeah. No, they're lost.
Yeah.
Linda, so what you drinking out your army canister?
Lemon water.
Oh, nice. Refreshing.
Right. Stay hydrated.
I didn't feel like opening up any wine.
Oh my God, that's how I felt.
I didn't feel like opening up the bottle. I was like, you know what? Well, let me just grab this.
I didn't feel like chilling it. I didn't feel like opening it. I wanted liquor, but I ain't had no mixer. So I'm like, well, this could end poorly.
If you could have had a liquor and a mixer, what would you have had?
I have some Pisco, and I wanted a Coca-Cola to make Piscola. So just Pisco, Coca-Cola, and then like a little squirt of lemon.
I don't think I've ever had that before.
It's delicious.
It sounds delicious.
Nice.
Glynis, what did you do this weekend?
What did I do? Oh, I got my hair braided. That was
very pretty.
It is.
Pretty.
Thank you. That was all day yesterday. And then today I washed clothes in preparation for my trip on Friday.
Where are you going?
All right. Yeah, where are you going?
Vegas.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Nice. How long
you got some rules for your photo?
All right.
You got rules?
I'll be out there for the Delta convention. It's not.
Okay.
That'll be more like work.
Oh. Got it.
Oh, yeah. Y'all be having rules. So, yeah. All right.
Got it.
Yeah. So, yeah. I always have people know I don't like pictures anyway. So, I'm like,
Yeah, you
I
don't.
tell you to take that. Mm-mm.
People don't even be knowing your name for real, so they can't tag you in that. Even if they took the picture, they be like, "How?"
You're absolutely right.
They be looking for her name, like,
I didn't
where?
even think about that.
Yep.
Mm.
And I'm fine with it.
Mm.
I'm okay. So yeah, that's it. That's all I did this weekend. Nothing exciting.
Cool.
Nothing exciting at all. I figure I just rest up for next week. And
yeah, you probably need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
All
right.
Sarita, what you drinking?
I'm drinking an Old Faithful from Albuquerque. It's
Gruy?
No.
Jocelyn Leon.
Oh no, it's somebody else. It's somebody else in Albuquerque.
Yeah, it's a new one.
Jacqueline.
Yeah, it came out a few years ago at Total Wine. It's about $14, and they make a rosé and a Blanc Blanc, and it's really nice. It's nice.
Okay.
So it's not as expensive as the other one, but yeah, it's good. Well, I guess we can wrap it up. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us
show today.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Rose Sweet. Bye.